I'm actually nervous. It's a free camp, but hopefully we don't pay here.
What we're about to show you is not what we're supposed to be showing you or saying on YouTube. In fact, there's probably not been another video like this one before. Traveling Australia is amazing. We are so lucky to do it, and it's literally the best thing that we have ever done, but it's not what all YouTubers show it is. There's real struggles, tough times, and disgusting acts. Today, we are not only taking you to the best free camp in Queensland, but we are removing the rose-coloured glasses and showing you guys exactly what it's really like to travel Australia. Plus, we are uncovering a disgusting act that will leave you shocked. Today's the travel day, so I'm hooking up the car to the caravan. Normally takes around 10 to 15 minutes, and it all depends on how much gear you set up is how much gear you've got to put back. And while I'm doing the outside jobs, Sarah's hard at work inside. The best way to describe packing up the inside of the van is like you know that there's an earthquake coming to your house at home and you have to pack away all the things that are left out on the bench. For us, that earthquake is the Bruce Highway and towing your home on wheels down the Bruce Highway. So everything has to be put away.
Rightio, it's a new day here in the Byfield National Park. We're still at the Red Rock Campground. This one's an absolute beauty if you want to get away from the people. There's only two people in this park right now. So we've hooked up Leroy to Keith Urban, and we are heading to our next dream lap location. Now this one is one that I would say that 99% of people would have heard about. It would have popped up on your YouTube channels, your subscription feeds or whatever, and it is starting with the letter N. That's all I'm going to say. NP is the initials. So we cannot wait to show you that, and I'm going to be doing a bit of fishing there as well, which hopefully I can get lucky and catch the fish that I've been chasing. I've only caught 2 of these fish. I'm going to have a red hot crack there anyway. But one thing that has been popping up this morning on my YouTube page, so I watch a lot of YouTube, even though we make YouTube videos. I love YouTube. I don't watch any television anymore. But the new Super Duty, the new Ford Super Duty with the 4.5 ton towing is coming out in Australia, and it keeps popping up on my For You page. So I want to know what you guys think about the Super Duty, the Ford. And do you guys think it's a good thing? Do you reckon it's going to be up to the task of towing 4.5 ton? Because that is a lot of weight. We tow 3.5 ton. I couldn't imagine hooking up another ton of weight to that. But let us know what you reckon, because yeah, it's a massive topic in the industry right now, and it's something that is either going to be really, really good or really, really bad. We're not too sure yet, and we want your opinion on it. Yeah, anyway, we're not selling Leroy. We love Leroy. It is perfect for us, but yeah, I just wanted to know what you guys think. It's going to be popular, I know that, but it is a very polarizing topic. Some people I've spoken to say it's going to be absolutely crap. Some people reckon it's going to be the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah, and don't sugarcoat it. Tell us what you reckon. And yeah, anyway, we've got about a 5-hour drive today. I'm going to jump in the car, annihilate about 7 coffees, and hopefully put some socks on some centipedes today.
Alright, we always get heaps of questions about where we store our coffee machine while we travel, and this is the way we've always done it. We've never tried any other ways, and this works for us. So we store it in our sink in a tower. What you need to make sure you do is when you turn the pumps off is drain the taps. So open them up and make sure there is no water left in there. Otherwise, when you travel, even if that rattle's open with the coffee machine there, it'll spill water on the bench. So drain your taps.
But make sure you drain your taps regardless if you got a coffee machine, and like Sarah said, do it after you turn the pumps off, because there's still so much water in that pipe, for a lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Sarah said, that can be enough to flood your van.
Yeah, so then we just hang this tower, and if you've ever seen this tower hanging on the back of our van and thought, ew, those pigs, it's our coffee tower.
Yeah.
It's like always so stained
Still
and drained. So the coffee machine literally fits perfectly in this sink. I don't know if it would fit in all sinks. You'd probably have to measure your sink and make sure. But that is like a tight little fit. And then I just make sure this is all pushed in behind so it's not going to rattle around while we're driving. And that's literally it.
And we've never
Doesn't go anywhere.
We've never had a chipped black sink either. Like
No.
the coffee machine, like the sinks that Urban use are obviously pretty high quality, because we
make sure you put your towel in there, obviously. I wouldn't just chuck it straight in.
But that's pretty sturdy. Like
Yeah.
that can't go anywhere.
The only thing is, if this water at the back is like completely full to the max, it will like dribble out when you're traveling, because you know you go around corners and stuff. So this mess, whenever we are leaving a off-grid camp to go to another off-grid camp, we're about to fill up with water. I always use like the last bit of water for a 15-minute wash and just do like some of our washing. And then these little clotheslines here, they've just got suction cups on either side And then they're like the pegless clotheslines, even though I use pegs. It's from Temu. Now, I know Temu's not the best, but this works really well.
And it was cheap.
Yeah, it was like $2. It's not
But
bad.
Sarah's putting this up here. Normally when we leave an off-grid camp, we got like a 5-hour drive. Like, Sarah will pin this up, so then, yeah, it's drying literally while you drive, you know? So, so there you go. There's some washing tips. Anyway, let's jump in the car. Thought someone will benefit from a little bit of a tip like that, a bit of information. But yeah, use the last of your water before you fill back up again to do your washing. And it stops you from going into caravan parks unnecessarily to hook up to water, because sometimes you don't have to.
I will say that is the hardest thing about travelling off-grid. Like, we haven't been to a caravan park in a while, probably since before the islands. And it is just hard to do all of your washing, especially sheets and stuff, because you want to put them on for a full load. So that uses nearly a whole tank of water. So yeah, I feel like we're walking around in like half clean clothes at the moment, because we've just been doing 15-minute washes for the past like 2 months.
It's all you need, but like you don't need much. And like Sarah said, we probably haven't visited a caravan park for over a month, maybe 6 weeks, and we've been off grid the entire time, and we're still going strong. And that's because you utilise, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but that last 20 litres in your tank, if that's enough to do a 15-minute wash, that's enough to keep you out. It doesn't sound like a lot of water, but you know,
when you're in a caravan,
when you're off grid all the time, it really does count.
What we're about to show you is the most disgusting thing that we have seen in the last 5 years of full-time travel.
I checked TPMS, the company making the best tyre pressure monitoring system on the market, having a huge sale. We've been running their products for years.
The sale is when you purchase any tyre pressure monitoring system off the iCheck website.
With our discount code SKT, you're going to get 10% off, free shipping, plus a free set of iCheck tyre deflators. These things are valued at around $80. You have to use the code SKT. Our normal code SKT10 will only get you 10% off, and it's only for 2 weeks, and it's only while stocks last. These tyre pressure monitoring systems monitor your pressures, your temperatures. You can even link up bearing sensors sold separately, so it is the best tyre pressure monitoring system on the market. And like I said, SKT is the discount code to remember.
We have been on the road for a very long time, years in fact, and trust me when I say it, we have seen it all, but this takes the cake, and it is something that we haven't seen before. We've seen theft, littering, abuse, literally anything, but like I said, this trumps all of those. A super common job that is often not shown is all around water. Believe it or not, you actually need water to survive, so it is vital to off-grid camping. And like I said, showering, keeping clean. So we went to find a water tap, and this is the only water tap that was on our way to our next camp. And what we found is a suspicious looking used water balloon that had a hazy film on the outside. And what was even more disturbing was it was in a public park with kids around. Now, this definitely deterred us from using this tap. And what was more disturbing is what would happen if a kid decided to come up and use this tap. And like I said, it is absolutely disgusting. And if you think about the caliber of human that would do this sort of thing, imagine the diseases they would be carrying. We had a quick phone call with the local shire to come out and to remove the issue. So that means no water for us, and we have 20 litres to get us through for the next few days.
Rightio, we're showing you some unusual things today. I know it's not normally on the channel, but check out this furry van. Look at it, it's a furry van.
peanut butter whiskey.
Oh, it's even got a little nose on it. Far out, I want to pat that van so bad. Say, good boy, good boy.
Alright, we're rolling into one of the last free camps left in Queensland, and everyone raves about this one. They call it the best free camp in Queensland. We've raved about it before and we've said it's the best, so let's go in and see if it is still living up to its reputation.
Rightio, we've just got into Notch Point. So this is, like Sarah said, one of the last free camps in Australia. Free camps are becoming less and less known, but this is probably a 3.5 kilometre bush bash into this camp. It's not necessarily hard. I would just say if your vehicle's really big and long and tall and oversized, it does make it a little bit more difficult, but you're asked to keep the gate closed and do the right thing, because hopefully we can keep this one open for many years to come. But it is really spectacular. We just have to all do the right thing. So we'll open this one up, and there's also bins here. Have a look at this. So we're just cruising in on the truck now, and let me tell you, the proof is in the pudding with this van. This is our pudding right now, and the proof is in the filling of the pudding. It's a truth pudding. what I'm trying to get to is the skinnier van. Last time we were here with a full width van, 2.4, we were having to go so slow. It was very stressful because the awning and the van was so close to knocking on trees and denting everything, and you know, I really had to pay attention. But this time, I reckon we've come in here so quick. We've done probably
Don't jinx us, we've still got 2.5 k's to go.
But we've so far done 3 times as much as we would have in the same time with the old van, and that is because of that 200 mil less in width, and it's making a massive difference right now to my anxiety / heart rate, but also, yeah, just the easiness to get down the track. So yeah, the proof is in this pudding. And I would say probably out of 10, this track, in terms of the hardest caravan track I've ever done, it's probably about a 5. I would say a 5 out of 10. So like
it's
mid.
Not like that Dundee one that we accidentally took.
Yeah, that we almost flipped the freaking van. It's nothing that crazy, but I definitely would recommend having an off-road van, well, just a higher clearance van. That's what I'll say, higher clearance.
And it's mainly just all the trees and stuff on the sides as well.
Yeah, and if it is a long van, there is washouts and stuff that you might hit the drawbar and the back of the van on. So just having a little bit more clearance than your average van would definitely be very, very crucial in here. And like I said, the track isn't hard because of the washouts and all that sort of stuff. It's more the trees and, yeah, the height and how close the trees are together. That's why it's hard and a little bit tricky. So like I said, if you have a big long van, a freaking space shuttle of a van, probably take your time getting in here. We're gonna hook into a bit of rock hopping here, a bit of off camber work. There we go, there's a bit of a lean. Alright. Rock hopping or tyre popping? These Rockies looks very sharp. The tortoise, slow and steady, always wins. I just got a little glimpse of Notch Point and just the coastline and what it has to offer this joint, and let me tell you, it is looking superb. Cannot wait. And I've been told this year they've caught a few sneaky barra out of here in the last few months, so I'm very keen to get me rod out, not that rod, the other rod, and have a little crack. I'm not naive to the fact that this is probably a little bit of salt water in this, because yeah, this is pretty tidal zone, but it is low tide now, and for the water to still be in it, it sort of is what it is. So I'm just going to squirt the wheels off once we get to camp.
If you're planning on doing a lap of Australia, always expect the unexpected. Now, we're about to run into a little problem that we didn't anticipate, and this happens all the time.
Rightio, we've got our next predicament. There is a substantial amount of mud coming into Notch Point. I'm going to give you a quick shot at it here. Now, mud, in my opinion, equals money, and that's something that we don't have unlimited things of. We don't have unlimited money, so look at this. I don't know about that. So some people have been going through this way. Let's have a look. So yeah, no go, no go, no go, no go. What does this look like? So I reckon people have been going through here and doing a bit of track building, but you don't want to get stuck here. Well, I guess I could winch off that. Oh well, let's have a crack. I don't think we really have a choice, so I'm just going to send it and see what happens. Get that bottle out of the way. I'm not a mud expert. I actually try to avoid mud at all costs, so I can't give any tips here. I don't even know what to do.
I just hope we can get through. It doesn't look like much, but if you sink in this and you're like 50 freaking ton like we are, I'm thinking I'll go windows up. I want to crawl into it, I'm thinking. Try not to crack the surface of the mud and then boost out, hopefully. Let's have a crack here. I'm actually nervous. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Hopefully it's a free camp, but hopefully we don't pay here. Well, it wasn't graceful, but I got through. Oh, no I haven't, not yet. Bit of big skid. Yuck! Yuck! It's got mud everywhere. Damn it. But we're over here. Rightio, we got a bit muddy. I was trying to avoid wheel spin altogether, but call me a sook or call me soft or whatever you want to call me, but mud definitely equals money. Once it dries up and gets in your seals and your grommets and all that sort of shit on your car, which there's heaps of, they just crack and oh yeah, it's just gross stuff. You don't want to, you know, the cars that you see that are actually designed for mud pits are the ones that get the most maintenance or that need the most maintenance. So let's keep going. Let's hopefully get to camp. All right, no, it doesn't have balls. Look, it's
they're hanging at the back.
That's a steer.
No, don't film me. I'm scared of cows.
No, that's a steer. That one won't attack you. He's weak as piss, that one.
I hate cows. When I was little, I was riding my horse once and I got surrounded by a pack of steers and my horse was scared of cows too, and it was the scariest moment of my life, and I've literally since that moment hated cows.
So we're
and one other time I was on the farm with my friend and we were riding the quad bike and all of the mum cows started chasing us.
Sarah, show me on this.
Up a tree.
Just, sorry, I need to interrupt your story. Can you show me where this cow has balls? Dude, it's a girl, it's not even a steer. Likes them leaves, I think. Hey, get off the bloody road, mate. Righty, I'm just dropping the airbags. We're pretty much there, but there's just this one little overhanging tree branch here now. And this is the best thing. I've just got this little Bluetooth remote or whatever it is. And yeah, I'm just dropping the bags right down from the car so we don't touch any of these trees. Rightio, a bit muddy and a bit stinky. That mud stings, but we have found one of the best campsites, I reckon, at Notch Point in terms of privacy, in terms of absolute beachfront views. Let's have a red hot crack here. I've just got to punch down this little embankment, I would call it. It's a little bit undulated, the surface, but I don't think we'll have any problem here. But how good is this? Smoother than a cane toad's back. Let's bloody pull up here, I reckon. Pull up stumps, unhook. This is living Baz. Come on, mate. What are you doing? Normally in our videos and all videos you see on YouTube is the camp spot is revealed by a glamorizing drone shot. Now, what people don't show you is there is an unwritten etiquette to picking a camp spot in an undesignated zone. Now, the biggest thing that people get wrong is pulling up too close to their neighbour when there's plenty of space. Make sure you spread yourself out. Everyone's out in these free camps for a reason. They want to get away and they don't want people to pull right up on top of them and smell their farts. Rightio, we just got into camp and you probably can tell by now, but this is a working cattle station. So yeah, that's why we're allowed to camp. We're essentially camping in the cows' homes, the paddocks, the pastures. So that is...
really complain about them being all up in your stuff.
So that's one thing that you've got to know when you come to Notch Point. If you do have a car or a caravan, like I'm shit scared of cows, because what they get an itch, right? And they walk up to the nearest post tree object that's big enough for them to scratch themselves on it, and they'll rub themselves on your car, your caravan, and if they got horns, they can do some serious damage. So that is a real risk of camping here. It is a free camp, but
yeah, you might do some damage.
You might pay in other ways, that's all we'll say, but pretty cool.
No.
And they are nice, good looking cows. Like I gave one a bit of a feed before, and there's a couple of bulls getting around as well. So
You've got
If
to...
I had kids, this would be like such a cool spot to come with kids. Like
Yeah.
they would love this.
For sure. Anyway, we're having some jam scones.
I know I made these yesterday.
So this is me old man's jam. He like loaded us up on jams and stuff before we left home, so we've still got some left.
Bit of a plum jam.
And then we're having it on some scones. But yeah, such a good spot. And I reckon we've got one of the best camps here, super private. And yeah, let's see what battery we're on. Let's have a little look, skins. Bang, 100%. How good's that? So we're laughing here. We're going to set up a bit more. And yeah, hopefully no cows scratch on our stuff. This one here, Sarah, is a bull. See if you want some grass. You alright? What? You don't know his shit. Yeah, we're just down at the little river mouth here, and we're looking for a few barramungas. So hopefully, I'm just going to throw a few little soft plastics around, and we've got an outgoing tide, so hopefully all the fish are coming out of the river system back out to the ocean with the tide, and they're following the bait out. So hopefully we can land a few good casts in, and hopefully pick up a barramunga.
While I was down fishing, in the back of my head, you can't see my thought process, I was having high anxiety about a cow using my car or caravan as a scratching post, denting it, scratching it, and doing some serious damage. We pay for our gear, so we have to look after it, just like every one of you guys, and you only have to spend a little bit of time around cows or grow up in the countryside to know how much damage they can do to something with nice shiny paint like Leroy or Keith Urban.
Rightio, no barramungas, but we'll try again tomorrow. There wasn't even much activity there. I thought with that tide rushing out, it would funnel the fish through, but yeah, it didn't even...
pretty though.
Yeah, it was really relaxing.
And the mangroves there, I took a few little clips of it. It looks so nice with all the water going out, and there's like birds flying around, and yeah, very peaceful.
Yeah, time to go back.
Make some chicken burgers.
Chicken burgers, not barra burgers. People often give me credit on how little we get bogged. Now let me let you in on a little secret. We've been running the iThrottle throttle control. It's the best throttle control on the market. It's actually the first coloured LCD screen throttle controller in the world as well. Towing mode. Now we tow 80% of the time. Now this is probably my favourite mode on the whole thing, and that is winch mode. These guys are offering a lifetime warranty. It transforms any vehicle from an absolute slug into a bullet. Now they're having a Black Friday sale. Use the discount code SKT. You're going to get 10% off, free shipping, plus a free breathalyzer. This thing's valued at 129 bucks, and it can save your life and your license. That's $169 of value, guys. Make sure you remember the discount code SKT when you are shopping at iThrottle. Back to the video.
I present ADHD Chats, presented by Dopamine and Caffeine.
Yeah, we've seen this thing before. It's a video online, and it's that if you have cows around, they love jazz music, and if you play it out loud. So the good thing about this new van is it's got a doofing big Fusion speaker in it, stereo system in it. We should crank the jazz music through the Fusion speakers and see if the cows come. Surely.
Everyone's just gonna think we're these weirdos cranking jazz music.
Doesn't seem to be working at all.
Cows don't like it, the humans do.
They're actually leaving. Oh well, we can listen to a bit of jazz ourselves.
Often we use our fancy drones and cameras to show you guys what destinations look like, but what's important is to show you what it looks like from your eyes, or even better yet, the humble iPhone, and showcase a spot. And that's why we have been loving using our phones in the videos this year.
Hey, what are you doing? They call me the cow whisperer.
Where's the chocolate cake, you weird looking nipple sucker?
Want to be friends? Good big cow, this one. It's almost a bullock, it's that big. Have a look at it.
Traveling Australia is, like Forrest Gump said, a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. One day it could be condoms on taps. The next day it could be pots of gold at the end of the rainbow. But one thing's for sure, it's always changing, and we are so grateful to be able to share it with you guys. We are off to our next Dream Lap location, but we have massive news and a huge announcement to tell you guys in the coming weeks. But if you did enjoy today's video, please hit that red subscribe button. It's absolutely free to do, and it keeps us on the road making these videos for you guys.